Hi, if you are subscribed to this channel, I probably uploaded some kind of a dumb thing that you enjoyed and you wanted to see more dumb things. I also make dumb things. I started a new YouTube channel, so instead of watching this video that I'm uploading, go into the description, watch it from the channel, and or you can just keep watching this, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about Eurovision for like 20 minutes. Let's go. Hi there, my name's Jesse Mack, but for the purposes of whatever it is that I'm going to be doing with this channel, I am Shark Uppercut. A few years ago, I started to get an itch to talk about old TV shows, forgotten gems, and other random nonsense in long-form YouTube videos. Of course, when I first started planning to do this, 40-minute videos were rare, and now videos are clean unless they hit 2 hours. My first video was going to be a bracket-based ranking of every chapter of R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet. Am I more than a minute into the video yet? No? Let me know when I get there. But that's on the back burner until I can power through the more boring bits of making it happen. And I'm going to start with something slightly more timely. Kind of. You see, it's almost Eurovision season again. And here in America, that means no one knows what you're talking about. But also, there's no cringe involved, because it's just a weird thing that Europe does. But because fellow fans are few and far between, and I like to watch the performances fresh, most of my pre-gaming involves watching other people's lists of their favorites, videos showing clips of all the winners, you get it. And whenever prior winners are discussed, one of them... Oh, we're past a minute? Okay. Fuck R. Kelly. Whenever the prior winners are discussed, one of them stands out to me like a sore thumb. What was going on in the early 2000s? That was the best song in Eurovision in 2001? So I got to thinking, if that's the best song, what does the rest of 2001 Eurovision sound like? Ladies, gentlemen, and all the other wonderful people under the sun, that's what I'm here to discover. I'm going to sit back with my lovely wife Mindy, and we're going to watch the 2001 show from beginning to end, and I'm going to dig into this phenomenon. Cue the theme song.
Call me Shark Uppercut, I'm Shark Uppercut. Call me Shark Uppercut, only Shark Uppercut. My name is Shark Uppercut, please Shark Uppercut. Call me Shark Uppercut, only Shark Uppercut.
2001. Record sales were in record numbers in America, with NSYNC selling over 2.4 million copies of No Strings Attached in its first week of release. And American Idol was over a year away from making the US care about people singing on television again. But over in Europe, the Eurovision Song Contest, a celebration of unity through music, the Super Bowl of songcraft, evolving from a bunch of black and white crooners in the 50s to something a bit more stylish and flashy. Okay, maybe it's not stylish just yet, but that's the whole point, to see what this thing was doing just after the millennium turn. Alright, I think I'm done rambling and preambling. Let's start the show. The show opens abruptly with the two old men who won last year playing their winning song, cutting to the chorus already in progress before transitioning to a new song that's... better, maybe? It's pretty good.
Oh, shit.
When ladies with bagpipes are just snapping along, that means they're not playing bagpipes. I realized later that I probably should have mic'd us, but it's fine. I'll put the whole of us talking over the show as a bonus on the Patreon. Yeah, that guy has a very good voice, and the other guy keeps moving funny, and it's a good combo. I don't plan to focus on the parts of the show that aren't the contest entries, with one exception at the end.
Oh my god, he's so shiny!
So yes, we start with the Netherlands, Out on My Own, and we're off to a start for sure. It's a very small performance for what I'm expecting out of Eurovision, like the girl from My So-Called Life is sitting on the floor of her bedroom singing into the mirror. More 1997 than 2001.
Oh shit! My life.
They had to stay up all night working on that choreography.
But for as much as it feels off to me, the song bangs, and we're off to a nice start. Iceland brings us Angel, and it's just fine. Sloppy choreography, especially for the age of the boy band. It's catchy enough. It's okay. I don't watch Eurovision for the ballads, they're not my cup of tea. If this is good, please let me know how wrong I am in the comments. This one is the worst of two so far. Bosnia and Herzegovina are next.
You know what I say to this song so far? No. Never mind, I'm all in.
The song does not live up to that opening moment. The chorus brings a little more character into the mix, but outside of his one dance move, leaning slightly to the left, this one isn't it. I'll remember his fashion choices long after I remember the song. Last place boy for now. This guy from Norway is on my own, with his Neil Patrick Harris Botox face and his boring ballad. He brought it in the last 20 seconds, but he needed to bring that energy to the rest of the song. Get the heck out of here. Israel brings a song called Ein Devar. It seems like a good moment to apologize for my terrible pronunciations of anything not in simple English. This boy brought big energy, and I loved that for him, but the backup singers made the whole thing sound like karaoke. Was this what made the 2001 winner seem so bad? Spoilers. Yes, that's definitely part of it.
If you told me that every single act that we've seen so far had to throw this together over the weekend...
Yes, yes. Unpolished.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Oh my god, they just bumped.
I saw that too!
Oh my
Ein Devar rules, though, so let's slot that at the top of the heap. Oh boy, it's time to talk about Russia. Lady Alpine Blue is kind of amazing, but we got hung up on this guy's Fraggle face, which isn't fair because he can't help his big joker mouth, but his pronunciation is something else. But we did happen upon another element of the mystery of everybody winning the song contest.
At some point there was a sea change in the way that people... that people performed for Eurovision.
Yeah.
Where it was less like an American Idol performance and more... You are shooting a music video live, essentially.
Overall, Lady Alpine Blue was weird Eurovision, and I love weird Eurovision. Sweden does what Sweden does and drops a big pop bop on us and listen to your heartbeat. This song rules. This feels like Eurovision. Power chorus, those little violin stings. I don't have much more to say than that this just works. Way to kill it, lady friends. We are on an uptick of the good stuff now.
The song is called You Got Style, and everybody... Look at everybody.
Yeah. Those pants are great.
Amazing.
It took a little while, but Lithuania is bringing it for real. Maybe I'm just a sucker for disco throwbacks, but I'm for sure a sucker for this. Sorry, Sweden. You didn't have a rap breakdown. Do a rap breakdown in 2002, please. Too much. You've got it, Latvia. Give me an Eastern European guy having too much fun singing in stilted English. Give me an accordion. Give me a lady who sings backup for the accordion. This is so charming to me. Okay! A brief interlude to appreciate the postcard for Croatia having the best song of the contest. Croatia's actual song, on the other hand, is called Strings of My Heart. And it's a snooze fest.
If this becomes a full disco number, I would forgive it entirely. There's no... Oh! Tina Belcher. That's what I just thought of when she was like... Shit. Oh?
Never mind, automatic first place. Okay, it's not that easy, but there's some funky strings, a sweet backup part, and some killer high notes. This slays, and it is indeed the best. Portugal has a song called So Se Ser Feliz Assim, and it is straight up an 80s sitcom song. Other than that, and this sweet sidestep, it's boring as sin. Still not the worst, at least they were having fun. Ireland, Ireland, Ireland. Why must you do this to me? Why is this guy from the front office singing a song Michael Bolton said no to in 1989? Just the dirt worst. Get bent, O'Shaughnessy. We're about halfway through the contest, so I'm going to take a short break to slot in a commercial when this channel gets monetized one day. Hopefully. I'll see you on the other side of the break. Go pee or something. Oh, good. That wasn't so obnoxious that you just left. Let's jump right back into the parade of songs. It's Spain next, with a song called Dele que la quiero. It's the rare case where a Eurovision entry feels of the time. If I found out this was an Enrique deep cut, I could see it. The dancers are getting down, it's got good energy, it's missing the little something extra to make me connect with it, but it's solid. I didn't love it, but it's solid. I shouldn't like France's entry, Je n'ai qu'un mon âme. Sometimes a powerful vocal performance elevates a ballad into something special. This still wasn't it for me, but it was very well done. And it's strong. I still like the Muppet more. Turkey hurt my feelings. I'm glad this guy got to wear his silk pajamas on the big stage. That's a good flex. Thanks, violin lady. At least it's better than Ireland. I know the UK has a checkered history with Eurovision, spelled Chequered for our friends in the region, so I imagine this is not remembered with respect, but I am over here across the sea loving it like a madman. You've got the boilerplate house beat, the high energy, you've got the part of the chorus where she pauses for emphasis, and you've got...
Oh, no.
Every song is better with a rap breakdown. Rules are rules. This is the best one now. Slovenia keeps the high energy party going with energy. This song is hugely generic, but when you bring ABBA energy into the 2000s, it goes a long way. And shout out to the weird grimy sound in the chorus. This is what I thought 2001 Eurovision would sound like, and I'm glad it finally showed up. You're way up there. Poland has a song called Too Long. It's another big energy, sunshiny song. This guy is ready to sing your Disney afternoon theme song. It's still toward the bottom edge of the songs I liked, but liked it I did. Germany is here to bring the energy down with Wer lieber lebt. At this point, my wife and I are both tired. She's singing the song hard, and if you're singing a ballad, that's the way I need you to do this, but I'm absolutely out by this point.
Sucks.
I know I'm being unfair to you, German lady, but that's where I'm at. And now, it's time for the moment I've been waiting for, Estonia's entry and the winner of your 2001 Eurovision Song Contest, Everybody. It's, yeah, this song is good. So let's reckon with the perfect storm that caused this to seem so terrible. Most of it is just this one guy's whole hair and energy, with his wiggly legs and drunk face. It added to that feeling like this should be held in the same lower echelon as Crybaby, or Spirit of the Night. And then there's the weird mixing that's popped up throughout this contest. I'm far from an expert on sound mixing, but the vocals for a number of songs sound like they're being sung independent of the instrumental instead of feeling like they're part of the song. Between that and Crazy Legs over here, it really feels like I'm watching a couple of guys doing karaoke.
This is the song that wins.
No.
No, really.
No.
This is it. This is why I'm watching this. Because how can this be the best song of the contest?
I
It
get it.
kinda might be, yeah.
The third aspect is that we are in a transitional period in 2001. According to the 4 seconds of Googling I've done on the subject, the contest only started using pre-recorded music 2 years earlier, and that seemed to be the beginning of the movement from singers standing in one place and singing their song, the days when waving was groundbreaking choreo, toward frantic dances, mob singing, and giant video screens changing what was possible in Eurovision. The quick clip of this song in a winner's montage comes off as half-baked and sweaty work, but in the context of its time, it's a step above the competition. And that's the final nail. The chorus is generic as fuck, but when it shows up as part of the song, its cheeseball energy is earned, and it's actually good. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts here, and in a different year it may have floundered. In 2001, it's hard to imagine any of the other songs standing on its level. It's not my favorite, I'm still putting it under No Dream Impossible, but it's way closer than it has any right to be. The rest of the contest feels like an anticlimax, but there are 3 more songs. Malta's got a nice little tune, Another Summer Night. Solid B+ work, elevated by the guitar guy's absolutely filthy neck groove. We'll just put you in right here. Die For You is Grease doing Grease. Another very solid entry shuddering in the shadow of everybody. The harmonies in the second verse were truly nailed. I'm absolutely okay with this song, and yet... Denmark closes the contest with a perfect bit of Eurofluff. It's pretty great. Every time I hear it, I like it more. It can go live with Grease on my list, and there's no shame in 5th favorite. At this point in our watch party, my wife went to bed and I skipped ahead to watch the voting, which it turned out used to be extremely drawn out and boring, with every country giving out all 10 of their scores in an hour plus of pure drudgery. But before I figured this out, I caught the end of the one interstitial performance held at this contest, a medley of songs from the band Aqua. And this happened.
That's awesome. Oh my god, he's so shiny! Why is he so shiny? I wasn't gonna watch this, but now I have to, because he's so shiny.
It seems that poorly lip-syncing 10 minutes of songs had a drastic effect on Rene Diff's head. Man's be melting like a candle under the hot lights. I half expected to go back through the medley and find a song called Vegetable Oil Shower, and the slight bedazzling of his denim jacket somehow made him look even grippier than he was. But to get back on track, the 2001 Eurovision Song Contest was very different than I expected, but the end result was a shocking one. Everybody is a deserving winner, and one that I will now treasure alongside the other titans of song that Eurovision has brought into my life. Seriously, what was the deal with I Wanna in 2002? How the heck did that win Eurovision? Hey everybody, I had a blast making this video and finally kicking off the Shark Uppercut video experiment. If you'd like to make this kind of classic Eurovision deep dive a regular thing, let me know. I don't have any plans for April 2024. Maybe I can do this again and look into 2002's contest. And let me know in the comments if there are any other old weird TV shows or movies that you'd like me to cover. I'll probably ignore them and do my own thing, but I'd still love to discover more hidden gems, and maybe one of them will be cool enough that I gotta talk about it. Oh, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. This video and all the videos I have planned for the future are extremely time-consuming, and I would love to get enough algorithmic traction that I can monetize sooner rather than later. And I'd also love it if you come back and watch whatever I do next. Yeah, we'll see. And if you like and subscribe, hopefully you'll get to see the next video when I get to it. Thank you so much for watching to the end. That's super cool of you. I hope you enjoyed it. And now, a word from this video's fake sponsor. If you're gonna rush something out, you better make it fancy. That's right, These Are All Inadequate. The zine for bad ideas is back with the shiniest issue yet. This 6th issue may be more flash, but it still costs the same cash. $3 dumb at jmac.bigcartel.com. Issue 6 includes a very true conspiracy theory about that Aaliyah song, predictive text poetry co-written by Erin Knight and her phone's keyboard, a stunning Garfieldy paper cut by Saphobe, an essay about Sean Scott's relationship with diet soda, a short story about the mysterious DIA by M.L. Kennedy, fancy houndstooth inside covers, an excerpt from the 2nd volume of the book I wrote using public domain characters. Oh, right. I wrote a whole book last month! The Unreliable Narrator versus the Public Domain versus Jesus H. Christ. It's wonderfully trashy, and both books are available in one beautiful volume on Amazon for less than $6! Back to the zine. The 6th chapter in an epic story from Shawn Michael, an MP3 of an instrumental by Zeb Freener. Freiner? I just realized I've never had to say it out loud. Sorry, Zeb. And a centerfold you can remove to make your very own mini issue of These Are All Inadequate. Did I mention this issue was a rush job? Just because I forced it out quick doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it. You should buy it. Bad art is art, and bad ideas on their worst day are still great. Hit the music. These are all inadequate, a zine for bad ideas. It's only $3, you should buy it, diarrhea. By that I mean get the zine, don't get diarrhea. Unless you really want to, then enjoy your diarrhea. Buy the zine, 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 buy the zine. One more thing before I go. I've set up a Patreon, links in the description, and while the names of my patrons scroll at the end of the video, I'm going to read from my amazing and terrible book, The Unreliable Narrator Meets the Public Domain, for as long as I have names scrolling. No one signed up yet. Go and give me money so I can read this thing.